Today I want to argue that everything is actually very simple, and the only reason things feel difficult is because we overcomplicate it. We overthink things. We say that we don't have enough information. We don't want to deal with the emotions that come up when we're doing the thing. But in general, everything is pretty simple. Business is simple. Making art is simple. Writing is simple. Getting healthy is simple. Quitting smoking is simple. All of these things are very simple to do. Like, sure, there is work to be done to practice and improve, or emotions that come up when you're leaving some sort of negative habit behind. But in the grand scheme of things, all of these are simple. It's just in our minds, in our concepts, in the way we tell ourselves things. We overcomplicate these things to the point where they become difficult. And then you get a situation like me where it took me 12 years to start making videos, and today I'm on day 24 of 24 videos in a row. It turns out it was never that difficult to put my phone on this tripod and hit record. It was just all of the shit I was telling myself before I actually sat down to do it, and while I was trying to record, that made it so difficult. Or even if I did have a recording, to actually upload it onto YouTube and push publish. I built up so much shit in my mind about why I couldn't do it, why I didn't know enough, why I had to keep waiting. But the whole thing was simple, and that is my argument today, is the only thing standing in your way is how you're thinking about this. Like, you already know what you want. You have just thought your way out of it. And, a lot of the excuses I've heard, especially being in like groups with like other entrepreneurs or other creators who want to do whatever it is that they're lacking some sort of information. But in 2026, that simply cannot be true. The amount of information available to us online, on YouTube, like with AI, is so vast to the point where you can be overwhelmed by the amount of information. But the crazy part is that even though we have all of this access now to AI that will like put together a marketing plan, and we can go into arguments about like whether these are good marketing plans or whatever you want to argue. Like, I do get that, but the reality is that it is a starting point, and that is where most people struggle, is just getting started. But we have all of these resources at our fingertips for free online, and when you look around, do you see people like truly taking advantage of that? Like, in your everyday life, it's easy to go online and see people like, I made $1 million in 1 hour by this simple trick, or whatever it is. But like in real life, when you look around, are there that many more people in your everyday life who have like started businesses and found all the success online? Like, probably not. And that's true even though we have even more information now than we ever have. So it can't be about the information. It has to be something else, like fear of stepping into the unknown, dealing with like negative comments, or the fear of negative comments, not being confident in your ability to show up, or the plan that you've laid out, or the 50th plan that you've laid out meticulously. This is all mind stuff, and it ends up taking, like, again, like me as a perfect example, it took me 12 fucking years to get over the like 2 weeks of discomfort of putting my face online. And no, it's not perfect, but it's somewhere. I've made a lot more progress in the last 3 weeks than I have in the past 12 years. And that's just because I stopped letting my mind win. Like, even if you go back to the second video I made on this channel about perfectionism, in the first 5 seconds of that video, I literally say perfectionism. I don't even pronounce perfectionism correctly. And I didn't know that until I went to go edit. And my mind was like, you have to redo this. Like, all these things came up, like fears of being seen as like stupid or whatever. And I was like, you know what? This is part of the process. And I published it. And it is what it is. Like, you just have to freaking do something. Like, I beg you to start doing the things that you've been wanting to do and keep putting off because you think you're not ready yet. You think it has to be perfect. You think you don't have all the information, or whatever excuse you're telling yourself. We are so busy overcomplicating everything that we forget how simple things actually are. A business is providing value to another person. That can be done in a lot of ways. Getting healthy is moving your body and nourishing it. There's a lot of ways that people try and overcomplicate it, like different diets and different routines and all this stuff. But like, we're talking about basic principles here are the same on basically any topic, like learning how to play the guitar, learning how to meditate, all these things. Like, it's really not that complicated. And the more you put it off and tell yourself how complicated it is, the more you're going to feel that it is complicated. But like I discussed in another video, the more information you know about something doesn't mean the fear is going to diminish at all. Like, you have to just trust yourself and like respect yourself enough to show up to this thing that you know is best for you, whatever that is, whether it's building a business or going on a walk. Like, seriously, the scale of it doesn't matter. It's just like being consistent in whatever it is that you want to do. I really don't even want to overcomplicate this message. Like, the whole message is everything is simple and you keep overcomplicating it. So stop doing that and go do what you know you should be doing right now. Goodbye.